Alright guys, let's try this stream again. So for all of you that are now watching, you're most likely watching this stream later on in the future and not whilst live. Well, if you are, make sure you press the like button right now because I've been putting a lot of effort into making these streams and I just have found out that it's not the simplest thing in the world to do. But I do enjoy it, I do making them, and I do enjoy talking in them and just going back and forth with you guys. So just again, make sure you let me know how you like it in the comment section right now, and maybe join a stream next time. I always post it on Twitter whenever I stream, so make sure you just keep followed up with my Twitter, TheDustyBC. Make sure you go ahead and do that. Now, I gotta quickly try to get some of my viewers back because we had some before, but I accidentally messed up by, I don't know, just messing up my live stream for some reason. I don't know how it got deleted, but it did. And now I gotta kind of try to get everybody back by just maybe making a new tweet of that we're live streaming and maybe putting it in the Discord once more. Previous one got there we go. Alright, so let me put it in there. Let's see. I cannot personally see the live stream yet on my own phone either, so I don't know how you guys should be able to see it. Let me see if it's public though. Just checking everything out, seeing if it all makes sense. No, it says here it's private anyway, so let me put it to public. There we go. I don't know if this is just gonna like publish the video or if it's just gonna put it into my feed now. Alright, I think it worked now. I think it worked. So let's see. Let me put it in the Discord as well because I messed up for some reason. There we go. Put it in the Discord. Right. If you guys are here, make sure you just quickly comment it down below. And again, if you're watching already, just make sure you go 5 minutes into the future because now I'm just kind of welcome some people, trying to spread the word everywhere before I really get into some cool stuff. But yeah, trying to see if everything works now. Yes. Okay, yeah, I can see this stream on my phone now as well. Are you guys here? Are you guys here, guys? Let me know. If you're watching already, make sure you let me know in that chat box. Cause I'm trying to see if it all works out, and I don't completely know. Okay, XP Nation, welcome, man. Okay, I thought I was still messing up the stream. I thought it still did not work. Ooh, you guys scared me for a little second right there. All right, that's good. I don't know what happened. The stream just randomly disappeared on me right then and there. I was just working out, just trying to read through these tweets, had some cool stuff to talk about, some really fun topics we were doing, and all of a sudden, it just crashed to my face. I don't know. I know what it is all about. I have no idea. Where are you guys from, man? XP Nation, Dave Delgado, and James Nayless. Because you guys are here, the only three of y'all, I think, so we can have a little bit of a personal conversation right now. I think that's also sometimes cool. Where are you guys from? And how'd you guys get to see this so quick? New York, Spokane. I have no idea. Literally no idea where Spokane would be. If you told me it's no, I have no idea, literally. Washington. All right. No, I would have never guessed that one. I really do not know too much about America, I guess, right? If you see it like that, then. Oh, you're from hell. Okay, it's a pretty fun place, I would say. That's a pretty cool destination to come from. All right, so I'm in San Antonio, Texas. I like that place. I don't know. I've heard a lot of cool people come from there, so I really like you, James. All right, so what do you guys want to talk about today? Since the stream just got abruptly disturbed. Too bad, but it did. And also, is it allowed to just have some like copyright free music in the background, or is it just gonna get striked anyway? I don't completely know how that works. I'm always a little bit confused with that type of stuff. Copyright free. Oh, I'm looking at my own videos. Damn. YouTube's. There we go. We should be checking out a little bit of copyright free music. Maybe it could be cool. Should be fine. Okay. What type of music you guys like? Copyright free music. Hip hop, upbeat. What should I do? Oh, for rapping, of course. We're gonna this is some crypto rap right there. A lot of these do not say copyright free in the title, but I think like the lo-fi hip hop should be just fine, right? To put on classical. You know what? If you're saying classical, I'm putting classical, man. You were the first one. I think any or not any classical, but most of them should be free, right? Because they're too old. Okay, let's go for some Mozart here for studying. Okay, this stuff is loud in my ear. Let's see. Oh, it's too loud. It's too loud. Too loud. Panic. Oh. Whew. There we go. Let's try to see what I can do. Do you actually hear any of that if I put it up like this? I have no idea how hard it is, or if it's too quiet or too annoying. How loud is this? The sound of the music? You guys let me know. Because I cannot hear, right? I do not know. I can listen to it on my phone, I guess. Oh, you're not hear jack shit. Alright, we're going to try it out with some music. Let's see how it works out. Let's see how you guys like it. I don't know, something new for me as well. Let's get into it, though. We have 17 viewers again. I think we can get started. Or 20 we have now. I think you can start again with the stream that we were doing until we got messed up, so to speak. But guys, make sure you press the like button real quick. I want to see 10 likes before we get started. Just quickly press it. It helps out with other people noticing it, right? Because these streams that I do have no notification. If you guys don't know how that works, you get 3 notifications on YouTube a day. And in this case, I already used those 3 to make videos and to record stuff and show you guys. So this, nobody gets a notification for it. You can only find it in my feed or in your own feed of subscriptions, right? So if you like, I think, and that's my own thesis there, I think that you have a higher likelihood of it being, you know, at a better spot, but I'm not completely sure about that all. Nice, 1 like. All right, one more like. You press the like, dude. Thank you all. We already got 9 likes. That's pretty. You know, it's really strange to me because I have had other YouTube channels in the past where, you know, getting 100 likes would always be within like 3 minutes. And with a channel like this, it's more for fun instead of anything else. I'm happy with 10 likes in an hour. It's really strange. It's like you're not really getting rewarded for anything, but it just feels nice because it's sort of genuine. I don't know. But yeah. Hi from Dubai, dude. I welcome Franco. Let me know again where you guys are all from. Let's get started. So, how come I'm only one that gave a like so far? I don't know, explanation. I don't know. People are greedy for them likes, man. They're greedy for them likes. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with them folk. They're greedy for them likes. Nice, 1 like. Okay, how come I'm only one? South Carolina, India, man. I think you're like one of the. Whenever I look at my audience demographics, like there's only a very, very small portion that's from India. I think like 90% of them are from America or something like that. At least it will most likely not say 90, but it feels like 90% of them are. Your name is too difficult to shout out, bro. I can't do that. All right, let's get into some cool stuff. So what I wanted to talk about today is a little bit of the crypto stuff I've yet to cover. Like I've not been able to cover in the last couple of videos. You can see the top here, the type of stuff that I had open. And the first part of the live stream that we did earlier today was more so about TA, looking at a little bit of the thesis that we saw in some of the tweets. I actually do not have that tweet open anymore by accident. I think I deleted it. No. Damn it. But that tweet was actually about the MACD and how big increases came afterwards. And in this case, right now, the MACD got crossed again. And we got one massive increase here after the MACD crossed. We do not have data for that. We got one more right here. MACD crossed, a huge increase. One more right here. This is, of course, because of the swell XRP hype. And now the MACD has crossed once more. And again, it's or I guess the MACD is going up is really what they're saying, actually, not necessarily across. Because of course that's not necessarily MACD. In this case, the prices are going up back again, the lines are going up. And that's what they're happy about, right? They're expecting some positive things to flow out from exactly this. I just want to give you guys a little second there along with the music, because I can hear it really loud in my ears, but I don't know how hard it is for you. It's pretty nice. It's pretty calming. But yeah, all right. So because of that big shift and that big exchange, we're going to see some huge price increases right now. Maybe. Well, all right. Having said that, though, let's move on a little bit into the cooler stuff that I was discussing later on at the end. It was kind of between Tone Vase and A. Pompliano and what their stances are towards XRP and really kind of crypto communities in general, and to kind of put them in a Bitcoin maximalist spot or not. Like we were kind of attacking that thesis, that idea. Oh, guys, we got 17 likes already. That's insane, man. Woo! We're doing good in them likes. All right, so what we saw from Tone Vase, because I kind of mixed up those two names a little bit earlier, we saw that he is really quite negative towards crypto, towards XRP, I mean, all the time. And he has almost 200,000 followers, so you can definitely say that he has a little bit of a gang that's following his every single word. What he said right here was, please invest all your money in XRP, including your kids' college fund and your parents' saving, and take out a second mortgage on your home so you can add more. If there is a mob in your town, please, I beg of you, take a loan from them. And again, I asked the question, do you spell loan like this or with an O-A? I thought it was L-O-A-N. But again, it might be my English messing me up. I thought it was that way. From them to invest it into Ripple. Again, hopefully he's meaning XRP here, as we cannot invest in Ripple. Then, text me when you're broke. And I would like to get his number so I can text him when I'm broke, because I don't think that will ever happen. But hey, this is actually a reply to Brum Dog Millionaire, who said, oh my god, you're making me so bullish, gonna buy some more? Because Tone Vase asked, do you guys understand the reason for XRP's existence? 50% says yes, which I don't think is really 50% of them knowing. I think this is like a little bit of an exaggeration / lie. I mean, most of the people don't know how it was created or who created it even. So 50% of these people to say yes, that's 6,000 people, 6.5. Nah. No, these honest people, and print money to get rich is kind of the big Bitcoin maximalist / XRP haters. But right. Then I went over into A. Pompliano, which is also quite an important factor in the whole space right now. Why is A. Pompliano so important and why is he so huge right now? It is because of his interview with Brad the Goat Garlinghouse. And you can see them here. They've set it up already, they've recorded everything, and it's going to be coming out on Tuesday for monthly subscribers, which is going to be the 8th of October, and Wednesday for all the quote-unquote normal folk like us who are not subscribed to his website or his, I don't even know what he normally has, A. Pompliano. Here you can buy it off the chain.substack.com. I'm not going to be buying into it. I'm going to off the chain.substack.com. The VPN is on, but I still don't want to press it. I'm not too much into all that type of stuff. Okay, so it's just his own website. I think it's just his podcast that you can subscribe to here. Yeah, no, I'm not too interested in that myself, as I'm not going to be listening to him ever. And he does not let you see the price or anything. You just have to put in your email. All right, I'm not all about that. I'm not liking that. Not liking that whatsoever. All right, so yeah, he just recorded the interview with Brad Garlinghouse yesterday. He posted a couple of video or a couple of tweets, a couple of pictures showing us that it was really done and that he did get it fixed. And now a little bit later today, we're just kind of looking at it like, what's going to be coming off that, right? What's going to be in this interview? Because if you take a look at some of the tweets that he posted earlier, even earlier than these interview ones, it is that he asked a couple of people. We might have had it open here still. No, we don't. Oh, damn it. If you scroll down a little bit, you can see here, we'll be sitting down with Brad Garlinghouse in 3 hours for an unfiltered conversation. Ask your questions, right? And some of the questions asked, for example, that I thought were good was, why are there so many Bitcoin maximalists like Tone Vase, whom we've talked about just now, being quite a hater, for example, by saying, why is XRP being accepted for payments? Can someone at Ripple explain what XRP is? Is it a currency? Are you officially announcing that you have done what Libra is trying to do? Are you competing with Euro and US dollar like Bitcoin as a global currency? Right? And now, of course, a question you might ask yourself is Bitcoin trying to compete with Euro and US dollars as a global currency, or is it more considered as a store of value, right? Like gold? Or is it more of a currency like Euro and USD? Because we all know, if you've ever tried to transact with BTC before, you know it's not that easy to do, right? We all know it. We all know it's not that easy to transact Bitcoin because it's just so slow. It's just pretty expensive. But what is XRP? Well, I would always see XRP as a liquidity provider and just a digital asset in the literal sense. It's kind of a collectible, but it is also very useful to create liquidity for yourself. If you want to send money to the other side of the world, right? You want to send your euros to Real, a different currency. It's going to be pretty difficult to do that through US dollars. It's going to be pretty difficult to just switch it over, right? And that is exactly what XRP is for. Now, again, is it a currency? It is a digital currency, yes. Is it an official currency? Well, how would we really like to phrase that? Like a settlement currency, maybe? Or a settlement... It's quite difficult, in my opinion, to really describe exactly what it is. But one thing I know for fact, and one thing I do really still agree with, okay, Kai Focal says here, it's a bridge asset. That's the perfect word. That's exactly how I would like to phrase it. Thank you, Kai. One thing I would also like to say is I still do not believe it is security in any single sense. Like many people try to often give me some reasons, like Tone Vaziers, to say why it is security, this, that, this, that, this, that. I just cannot wrap my mind around it. I do not think it's security, and I cannot switch that opinion. I don't know. I'm just too much into it, maybe. Maybe I'm too involved. But again, to not steer away from our subject here, I was actually telling you guys what a Pompliano had requested. It was people requesting some questions about XRP towards Garlinghouse. And to continue on with that, why are there so many Bitcoin maximalists like Tonevase attacking them? Are they scared? Because if XRP truly were a shitcoin or a very bad thing, it will fade away organically and no need to attack it, right? That's, I guess, the opinion of the higher skilled ones. And I'm putting my hand up like this, like I'm trying to, my hand is like a hook, because you can see the normal people right here and the higher people right there are like, you don't need to hate on a currency like this, because if it's really shit, it's just gonna get deleted by itself. I mean, you don't have to hate it for it to get deleted. And XP Research Center opened up a couple of good debates as well by stating, I think the following question should be interesting. What's the XRP related project that you feel the most excited about? That's again a question to BG Brad Garlinghouse. What do you think is going to take XRP to the next level of adoption and liquidity? Also a pretty good question to ask him, I would say. And it seems like XRP has become central to Ripple's strategy. Why is that? I personally would like to answer this with, it is literally the most important thing for Ripple to get XRP to the top. It gives them the most amount of profit, it gives them the most amount of name for themselves, as crypto has a really tight community. And for example, if there's any discussion between Swift and XRP on Twitter, XRP will win 99 out of 100 times. Why is that? Because Ripple has really created a good community for themselves. I really do think it's a smart move, but also in the end then, that might really help them out with the more traditional things later on, because they've already gotten such a massive attachment, or how do you say, like a backing. Also, why is it so central now? Because it gives them the most profit. I mean, Ripple owns a majority of XRP, meaning that valuation will most likely go up a lot if XRP was to go up. Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, all those top guys over at Ripple will also really get loaded if XRP becomes a couple of bucks, because they still own a ton of it as well. DAI asked a very solid question. Does he believe XRP will make Bitcoin an altcoin? Well, in the literal sense, every coin next to Bitcoin is considered an alternative coin slash altcoin. So, I mean, no, but in this case, his main question should be of like XRP becoming the #1 coin, the main thing that everybody talks about, and then Bitcoin becoming a second type thing. Well, following, his own words and being realistic, I would say no, because Brad Garlinghouse always says like XRP and BTC can work together, but I think it's a pretty cool question to ask, and if we were to ask Brad Garlinghouse, I would like to know what he would say. XP Minister said on Twitter, someone should be interviewing Pomp right after the interview on how he views the future of XRP, because a good question is also like, did he change opinions? Pompliano was never really the XRP pro type of guy, so he was never really like, XRP the best thing out there, anything like that. But after this interview, Did he change opinions? It's something that I do wonder myself as well, because I would definitely like to see the shift in his perceptions, but I think he will be posting all of that after the interview, because right now he just wants to draw all the attention of people subscribing to his thing, right? Because it's a very smart move from him. Someone should be interviewing him, as we just said before. And Alex Cobb said on Twitter, will we see dozens of banks use XRP in 2019 like he predicted? AVR said, no banks use XRP. They all create their own stable coins, no need for XRP. By the way, how much do you get per month from Ripple for shilling this XRP under registered security? One thing I should always mention is that nobody gives me money to talk about any coin out there. Like, some of you guys seem to think that, and I mentioned it a couple of times already in the last couple of weeks, but it's just, again, I don't know if these guys are getting paid, right? But I'm not. So just so you know, I'm talking about these coins, saying coins specifically, because it's not only XRP that I've invested in, it's not only XRP that I like, but most of you guys seem to like XRP over some other coins, so that's why I cover it the most. But I do not. I don't know. Does he want me to smoke him a butt or brisket? I don't get that. Oh, it's towards Brad. Okay, I thought it was towards the guy, but it's towards Brad. All right. And again, another series of questions was also discussed a little bit earlier. I think it was right here. There we go. Oh, this is the best meme. Right, so a lot of people went to add a couple of memes. I don't know what I cannot show, though. I don't know what is copyright sensitive and what is not. I think we can show this one, but I have to turn the music off. Okay, let's skip that for now. Let me just quickly like it. Maybe open it up on the side here. We can check it out later. Commitment Libra. I guess that's a kind of a funny one. We're not too much going to look into memes today, guys. I'm going to be reading all your questions in a second, guys, and all your comments. Just a second, let me quickly finish what I started here by talking about the questions that were asked towards Garlinghouse. And we also got to kind of compare later on between what people wanted to know in terms of what they asked in these sections here and what really ended up in the interview. Because it could be that he just wanted all these questions for the sake of getting a frick ton of engagements, but in the end, he asked nothing what the people wanted. One of the most obvious ones here is from XRP Owl. He said, it is now obvious that the majority of global financial institutions are implementing distributed ledger technology into their existing transaction flows. Can you explain how important interoperability will be in the new financial system, and also how interledger protocols roll in the new system? It's a good question to ask. Another XP Yoda said here, Pump, I have to say this is a brilliant opportunity to ask for some very detailed, in-depth questions. Please select a few from known members of the community. Please don't waste the opportunity with arguing what's better, BTC or XRP. You have an opportunity we would all love, so please don't mess it up. Another question a lot of people might ask is, how many banks are utilizing XRP in any way, shape, or form today? On a side note, congratulations, you should be honored. I'm hoping for you to keep the conversation objective and professional, and I think he will, because again, this also is going to change his whole success. Ask him about the rebranding of Ripple products. This would have been a pretty cool one to ask, but I think we got the whole story straight already from a couple of these Ripple members already by the time now. So yeah, again, this interview with Garlinghouse is going to be quite interesting, guys. I'm going to be sitting on the top of my chair to really be writing down everything that is discussed so we can cover it all in a couple of videos. Maybe we can live stream it if I do decide to subscribe to his podcast, daily letter. I don't know what it's going to be. I have no idea. But yeah, right? Interview is going to be amazing. It's going to be really quite interesting. So let's now quickly take a look at some of the questions you guys have been asking. Jimmy, we will hit $1,000 come in very, very soon. All right, I don't think so. Who's the piano player? Oh, it's just an old friend of mine. We went up 38,000% without adoption, and people think we can't hit $10 with adoption. Well, we can definitely hit $10 for any coin, like XRP, for example. Because what I try to sometimes illustrate is the difference between market caps and why market cap does not matter too much. In a literal sense, guys, it's all achievable. Like times 4 here, we'll put it at $40 billion market cap, even $1 trillion market cap. It's all possible. There's no boundaries that some people like to put in there. There's economically seen or financially, there's no boundaries for any of these coins. Why is that? Because Some people like to measure it with global wealth and like, oh, but but this can't happen because there's no money for it. Well, for example, if there was one BTC in existence, right? This is the best example I can give you guys. Or even one XRP. Let's put it at one XRP. There was one XRP in existence, and it was valued at 25 cents. Now, all of a sudden, people are like, we want more, but we would still like to get them for 25 cents. It's fine by us. We just want more of these coins to have, to collect, to transact, whatever. So a company decides to make 100 billion more of those coins, and the price still remained the same because they kind of arranged that up front. Right? They're like, yeah, we can keep the price the same. It's cool. What happened then? Well, market cap went from being 25 cents to 10 point something billion, or even total market cap went to 25 billion. All right, let's say they decided to not do only 43 billion coins, but they decided to do 7 billion coins, right? What would happen then? If everybody decides these prices are fine with us, the market cap just shoots towards the sky, right? It's gonna just fly all the way up. Even though people in reality might not have enough money for it, the valuation of money is now changed in the sense that we do have the money. Okay, it might be a little bit too difficult to explain to you guys, but we do have the money for it, and that's why there's no boundary to market cap, as it would just generate this new quote-unquote money for people. Right? And you might say global wealth is a boundary. No, it is not. It is there to be to be stacked upon. It will always get higher. Please, guys, don't think about it too much. Don't worry about it. It's definitely not an issue. So if you have a price in the back of your head, all that you have to care about is, are people willing to pay that for this coin? And is Garlinghouse correct by saying utility drives up price, right? Value for value. Is that correct? Yes or no? If an answer to that question is yes, then again, you should evaluate for yourself. At what point are people willing to, or what amount of money are people willing to spend on holding this digital asset, or this bridge asset, this settlement thing? But yeah, let's quickly check your questions a little bit more. IPs are for banks. Okay, that is actually a reaction to somebody else who said, I believe XRP has the best marketing strategies, faster transactions, and reliable coin. That is the main reason they will. Well, there's actually a couple of reasons why they will be doing very good. I think one of the main reasons should be, of course, though, that they are ridiculously smart with their marketing. He's also said our target. IPs are for banks. XRP Nation says, if it was a security, New York State would have never allowed it on Coinbase due to regulations. That's a very smart move, XRP Nation. But one thing I do think right there is that it could also be that it is not yet classified as a security, and thus they are allowing it for now. But if the switch, if the SEC still rules against XRP, there could still be a switch, and the New York, like, they would have a pretty big problem. But in the end, they could not have known, really. So, like, they're assuming that it's not a security, and like everybody is. And Ripple's trying to put so much attention to that, a lot of people are of that opinion, and I am personally as well. But I agree with you. I can understand why you're saying that. Jimmy Douglas says, XRP has done more in the past year than any other crypto has in 10 years. I do not know if I should agree with that as well. I mean, VeChain is on a very good roll. Cardano is putting up a lot of work, and of course, Bitcoin has put a lot of groundbreaking tech out there. Ethereum has also done a lot of great things in its time. And if we're putting the last 10 years, we're talking about all of crypto, right? So I do not think we should agree with that. But Ripple has done some groundbreaking things in terms of the financial, more so traditional financial world, whereas they've definitely changed up the way we view it all. They've definitely done a good job at that. Let's see, what other tweets that I have open that I really wanted to discuss too? There's a couple of ones that are really important, I would say. Oh yeah, this one was kind of interesting because it was kind of a misspelling, but I think it's kind of funny. Let's quickly check you guys' things though. Kai says, guys, hit the like for DustyBC to show him we want to see him live streaming more often. Well, I do like the live streaming, guys. It has something kind of cool about it. Like, it's kind of relaxing because every time I have a question I cannot come out of my words, you guys are just there to let me know exactly what I'm talking about. That's just really amazing to me. I really enjoy that. And also, I pressed what was it now? Ultra low latency or something like that. Ultra low, yes. So now I can see you guys' comments in real time instead of like 30 seconds later, which does really help a lot as well for having a good conversation or flow of conversation. Experience says, it's still so surprising how Bitcoin has blinded so many people. Like, give it up already. One guy said to me yesterday, Bitcoin and Lightning Network will eat XRP like a black hole, LMFAO. Like Everybody says, hello everyone. Hello, London, England. Hi. Please comment on Ripple's rebranding and on-demand liquidity. All right, I'm going to also get into that. Guys, let me know if you're still here. Comment right now. Comment, I'm here. And also let me know what place you're watching from. Comment right now, I'm here. And then put another comment saying what place in the world you're watching from right now. Because I'm always assuming that most people are from the US. But then there was just somebody from India. There was just somebody from another country. It's really kind of interesting to me how well placed you guys are all over the world. Really quite cool. Yeah, whilst you guys are commenting that right there, commenting on the Ripple's rebranding, I actually think it was a really smart decision from them to do. If they had not done that, I think they would have allowed themselves to get another point in the minus because of some company that was just going to say like, hey, you have this on your website, this is your website, showing that XRP is security. But no, they did a very smart move, and actually some of the Ripple employees also already commented saying why this move was necessary and why they did it. I think Ripple rebranding, because we already covered it in my previous video. It's called Bullish XRP News. I only got like 600 views, but still. I told you guys in that video exactly why it is all going on and all the officials behind it. I'm just looking now which articles we covered. I think one of the ones was this one right here. Ripple undergoes major rebrand, drops XRP, XV, and XCurrent. And the first time I saw it, I was completely shocked. I was like, oh my days, no. Something bad has happened, right? They've dropped everything. Everything is messed up now. But in the end, I noticed, all right, that's not the case. They've just done some literal rebranding instead of dropping all these things. Because I didn't understand the rebrand part too much. But yeah, looking at what they said here, let's quickly see some of the quotes. Oh yeah, it was Emmy. That's what it was. All right. In other words, what was previously called XRP is now called on-demand liquidity, which is a pretty easy definition of it. And also, they've kind of replaced the X series now by names that are easily understandable for anybody. That's one. So it kind of helps with adoption, because adopting on-demand liquidity or adopting XRP, this of course sounds a lot scary and a lot more far-fetched. And also, whilst they're working with digital currencies, I do think that for a lot of people, this was just a little bit too hefty. Even though it's still what it is, calling it on-demand liquidity on your website does create a lot of clarity, I personally think. And these tweets were from a little bit more ago. When were they from? October 1st. Gotta scroll down a little bit to see exactly where it was. I had to do this the first time around as well. Just scroll through and see exactly which one it was. But I believe it's this one right here, if I'm not mistaken. I've searched it up a couple of times, and I think I should find my way around. It's these two tweets. Some of you may have noticed by changing the content of Ripple's website, but from the individual products of the X series so far, the network infrastructure called RippleNet is the first, and in the specific corridor, the liquidity and on-demand liquidity framework can be selected as an option. What I also have to add to this is, she says here, the network infrastructure called RippleNet is the first, and then we also saw David Schwartz in that conference saying RippleNet, blah blah blah, powered by XRP. It was pretty interesting to see. And the second one is the one that we just read out already. All pretty obvious. All pretty obvious stuff, guys. All not too difficult, not too crazy. But still, you gotta quickly check it out and know what it is all about. But guys, if you're still watching, make sure you press the like button. You guys are all watching and be happy, but make sure you show some support by pressing that like. We got as many likes as viewers. 33 likes, 35 viewers. It's kind of interesting. But yeah. All right. I see a lot of you guys are here. London, England. Hello, hello, hello. Mexico. Okay, that's the other side of the world. That's pretty far away. Atlanta, Georgia. I've seen so many people from there. Niels from the Netherlands here. Hi, Niels. How you doing, man? Hola, escucho. I'm here from Mexico. All right. Atlanta, Georgia. If you look at XRP stats, it's pretty amazing. Only like 150k people hold more than 5k XRP. Well, what website do you check the stats at? At least which one would you recommend for us to check out the statistics? Let's see here. Which one did I have open just now? Was it this one? No. This one. Here we go. This was from QSR on Twitter, and he says 1.4 million people hold XRP under only 500 XRP. I'm assuming he tries to say like there's 1.4 million people in the world who own XRP but actually own less than 500 of it, and 7 billion people in the world. So that would mean 1.4 million people divided over the total population of 7 billion, but he accidentally does it times 1,000, is 0.0002%. Now, he says also you're very lucky if you have any XRP. Right? That's I would not say you're lucky. You're like very progressive. Maybe that's it. You're very early. Not necessarily lucky, because I mean anybody in the world could pick up XRP right now for at least one XRP if you really, really wanted to, because it's 25 cents. There's a lot of people living on $2 a day, yes, but after a lot of saving up, you could get yourself one XRP. Anybody in the world could. So you're not very lucky to have XRP. You're kind of fortunate to have the mindset of being so progressive. That's maybe what I would like to readjust it to. But eXRP here, or rightfully so, said your percentage amount is correct, which is 0.0002%. But shouldn't the sum be, or no, not the equation, the calculation be 1.4 million divided over 7 billion? Because of course this does not really work out in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, go to the site. Go to this site. Which site? XRP stats. I have a couple of websites here bookmarked. I have XRP stats. Which one is it now? I have XRP analytics. I have XRP ledger.exposed by Vitsavint, xrpcharts.ripple.com, bitinfocharts.com. I have a lot of them. Let's see, which one do you want to take a look at, man? You want to check out XRP. Okay, I'm assuming you want to check out this. I'm just going to assume you meant this one right here. Alright, hey Dusty, do you think XRP price will drop when Kava goes live October 18th with XRP futures and forwards, like how Bitcoin fell when Bakkt went live? Alright, so, okay, Falco, I'm gonna check it out. What's it? Okay. Oh, yeah, that's the question you asked. Okay, so my expectation of these things, right, because you're asking here, is exactly what I say with any huge development. I always like to quote back to the book that I recommended you guys to read. Oh, the one from Vitsa? You wanted to one from Vitsa? Okay. So I always like to quote back to the book I told you guys to read, because it explains exactly the situation that occurs every single time upon time again. It is always exactly the same thing. Let me explain it to you guys. If I just left a little bit of a break there for you guys to think like, oh, what's going to say? Now, if there's a major physical change bound to happen, and in this case, physical change, we kind of view that as in Kava Labs going live, right? For example, you asked a question there, Kava. I don't exactly know everything that it entails, but it's a pretty big change. So let's say it as it is a physical change, just for the sake of how we're going to call it. If there is an anticipation of gains because of said physical change, if there's an expectation of profit for investors once this event realizes itself, then the answer to your question is we're gonna end up losing money. Why is that so? Well, right now we're kind of in an accumulation phase. Right now we're at October 5th, and there's going to be 13 days to October 18th when this event is going to be realizing. It could be that the price is going to go up in anticipation of this event. Why is that? Because people expect profits to occur following that event. So people, what are they going to do now? They're going to be buying into the coin. The price is going to go up tiny penny by penny, piece by piece, bit by bit, and it depends kind of on how people hype it, how people market it, and how many people really know what Kava is going to be doing, and how kind of big we make it. That's going to determine how much the price is going to be increasing right now. But after the 18th, people are going to be noticing like, all right, the event has materialized, it is there, now what? And they're going to be noticing that there's nothing more to come, because everybody had already anticipated the event. There's no money left to be flowing into the cryptocurrency, because everybody's already put in what they wanted to put in. Hopefully you guys get that. Hopefully it's intuitive enough. I think it's pretty obvious though. Let's quickly see this little video right here.
For it. The first one's for you. IMF. Do you see IMF holding crypto assets in the future? I did not put that up there.
Remember, I'm from the legal department. I'm supposed to be very conservative about these things. I don't want to go into great details about
Maybe I should take what the IMF is going to do.
Interesting. Interesting, definitely interesting. Definitely, definitely. When will Coinbase provide the same interest benefits to the UK users as the US users? I have no idea about that one, dude. I would have no idea what to tell you right there. All right, you said XRP ledger from Visa. All right, it is in English. I had not expected that. I thought he would also have made a Dutch one for all Dutch residents, but no. What do you guys want to check out? The rich list? Transaction flow. Rich list stats. All right, this is pretty interesting. Rich list stats. Last updated a few seconds ago. XP owned by the top 100 accounts is 38 billion XRP, 76%. Calculation is sum of non-escrowed XRP top 100 accounts divided by the sum of non-escrowed XRP accounts times 100. That's pretty intuitive. Note, there are multiple exchange wallets accounts in the top 100. These wallets will contain the funds of many individual investors. The actual number will be significantly lower. You can also change this up between existing and non-escrowed. Because, of course, out of the whole existing XRP, it will be existing XP on Ledger instead of non-escrow XRP. So not the money that Ripple has within their reach. Let's go down a little bit. Number of accounts here, 9. Balance from 1 billion XRP to infinity. So up and up and up. In total, they have 18 billion. That's just balances with over 1 billion. That's a lot of money. But if we scroll down a little bit, what they're saying right here is balance from 0 to 19 XRP is 197,000 people. All right. 197,000 people. There's 1.22 million who have between 20 and 500 XRP. All right. There's 82,000 people who have between 500 and 1,000 XRP. And just so it goes on and on and on. In total, there's about 81 or 82 million XRP that's being held over 1.4 million people, like he kind of stated right here. Which one is it? This one. That are holding below 500 XRP here. Really quite interesting. I think the majority of the people, though, if we do make a little bit of a graph for it, are between 0 and 5,000. I think that's really the majority of the people. Right? If you try to take everybody, there's almost nobody that has above 50,000 XRP, which is pretty logical because, I mean, 50,000 XRP is a lot of money. It's just like divided over 4. It's $12,500 right there. It's a lot of money, man. I can understand that not many people have above that. You guys are already saying Swift testing XRP. Yeah, cool. We actually covered that in a video yesterday as well, where they're saying it's good, but we're not really planning on using it. Accounts, 10% balance is, all right. Okay, they do not have the smallest ones in here. All right. In total, there's 1.8 million accounts, and 1.4 million of those have less than 500 XRP. It's pretty interesting, actually, if you see it like that. Pretty interesting like that. This does not say how many people exactly are using it, though. This is number of accounts. Because, I mean, in reality, these bigger accounts could have thousands of people in them. But also, in reality, these smaller accounts could be, you know, one person, 1,000 accounts, in realistically speaking. Look at percentage. You can see a straight line of buying. Which point do you want to check it at? I've never checked out these stats before. This is all from escrow. All right. Oh, okay. This is the escrow statistics. Oh, and when they're going to be released. Oh, and exactly what's going to be happening. All right. So that's how those people know as well. Aha. All right. Transaction flow. What do we have here? Okay, that's okay. If you want to check out everything. Okay. Pretty obvious. Wietsewind is a made man for sure. I actually don't know exactly where he gets his money from. Is it just from tips? Is it from the funding? How does it work? Where exactly does his fund? But it doesn't really matter. I don't need an answer to it, but sometimes do wonder about it. Exactly what is funding him. We know it's through Spring, but I don't know. Log says injections from the bank can only provide short-term benefits. It had no longevity and is a bad solution to the liquidity issues, which is why I think XRP will probably has been adopted. Yeah, that's a pretty solid point, dude. I have nothing else to say to that one. There's a good chance that eventually a lot of players are going to be like, hey, why not use XRP? That's definitely true. I could not agree with you more. But for right now, one thing we should all consider is that there's still a lot of regulatory uncertainty. And whenever there's regulatory uncertainty, there's going to be doubters. Whenever there's doubters, there's going to be FUD. Whenever there's FUD, there's going to be people who are going to be skeptic. Whenever there's skeptics, of course, people are going to be against it. Whenever people are going to be against it, there's hate. Whenever there's hate, people are going to be not buying the coin. Whenever people are not buying the coin, the price is going to go down. And you can always make these circles for yourself and think about all these things. But in the end, it is all about our stance as well. If we're really positive with this coin, and as a community, as kind of everybody together, there's a pretty good chance these coins will do good, right? Because it's always about the belief. It's always about how much faith people have. For example, with the general economy, it's always about faith, because otherwise you have nothing. Economy is literally faith in the system. With XRP, I would also say it's kind of like that. If we all believe that XRP is a security, damn straight it's going to get nowhere. It's going to get filled instantly if everybody switches morale, if everybody switches their stance toward it. But if everybody stays strong, everybody stays, just it's just a bit of a joke of saying strong, there's a little bit of a higher chance that we're actually going to end up doing good. Not that we can make a big difference though in like Swift using it or anything like that, but in the end, XRP is so good. Why not? Just because of regulatory uncertainty. So Ripple, like the rebranding that just did, got to keep up with those changes, got to keep on improving to just make sure that nobody sees it as a security. That's how I see it, guys. That's how I see it. Are you guys all subscribed? Like, I think most of you guys must be subscribed, because how else would you find this video? I don't know. But also, guys, I have a cool video already uploaded. I've not published it yet, but I think it is quite interesting. It's about PayPal/Libra. I'm just checking out what the video title was again, because I kind of forgot. It was about PayPal and Libra. It was about what else was it about? Coinbase Pro's fees, which went up ridiculously high, and it is also about Google's supercomputer being able to crack Bitcoin. It was about those things. Yes, that was what it was. I almost forgot, but I know now. I think it's going to be an interesting video for you guys to watch as well. So once we're done with this stream, you guys all should go ahead and check it out. I will most likely just be publishing it without notifications, so you will not be notified that I've uploaded, but you will most likely see it in your subscription feed. So make sure you just give it a little look, give it a little snap, let me know what you think about it. Let's quickly check out a little bit of XRP and think what we predict. All right, let's quickly check out. Price right now is still doing a lot better than I would have expected a long time ago. Like when I told you guys that we're going to be buying in, that was when the big dip happened. This is not the right chart, not the right time frame for it. It might have been the daily, might have been some other one. Right, on a daily, from a broader perspective, it looks pretty bad. Right, it's not looking too good. We're still following this line towards the downside. Right now it's kind of a determining factor, because we're still like this. I've not drawn right now. I've drawn this a very long time ago. All right, definitely not now that this line was drawn. So you just know that, right? We're still following this line. We could be going down further, because we're going to be testing this out right then and there. We'll know a verdict pretty soon. What we've also seen pretty steadily is that supports for XRP, yeah, they're supports. They definitely do their job quite well. And also our buy-in that we told you guys about before, like anywhere in this recovery here would have just been amazing, right? And we did buy in. I don't know, I told you guys in the video exactly what point we got our buy-in from, but still, any percentage that you could have taken from there on out, it's just pure profit, man. Even with the lowest point right now, profit. Highest point right now, profit, man. It's just amazing. And if you just scroll in a little bit further for our chart, we'll still see exactly the same thing. It is looking really quite juicy, right? It's strange for me to say, but from September 30th up until now, it is looking quite juicy. It is still we should actually be drawing some new lines if we actually take a look at from here. It's not going to be looking as juicy as with a longer term, but let's quickly just check out exactly what I want to say to you guys. It's kind of looking like, oh my god, I drew it completely. It's for the sake of checking out real quick. You should not attach any value to this at all, please guys. It's just for the sake of showing you guys a little bit quickly what's going on. One analyst I saw on Twitter, or on, maybe it was on TradingView Ideas. Like, I sometimes check these stuffs out as well. Oh, this is Ideas here. No, this Ideas here. I sometimes check out these guys here to see what they've been talking about as well, and what they think is going to be happening, and what their explanations are for those thoughts. And I think one of them a little bit ago actually told me a triangle that looked quite like this. And then again, a couple of days from now could be something major going on, or at least could be something going on. We don't exactly know if it's going to be major or not. By the way, guys, how is this quality of the stream? Like, how good was it? It's like, can you watch it in 1080p without many issues? Is it just playable, or is it completely broken? Kev Mills says, hi. Being a holder of XRP myself, I'm interested to see if anyone else thinks the volume of XRP available will hold the top end price down at all. I actually don't know too much about that either, man. Kev, I'm interested to see if anyone else thinks the volume of XRP available will hold the top end price down at all. No, I don't think so. Actually, now that I'm rereading your question, the volume of XRP. Why the volume of XRP available? Why would that hold it down? I don't know. Kai, you said also Ripple's invested in his company. Yes, through Spring, they're invested in his company. Yes, but I'm wondering exactly how much real money he made from it, or is making from it. Like, we know he's getting sponsored. We know he is making a lot of money, but just like literally, what is it coming from? Like, does he get a monthly salary? Does he get incentivized to make more, or does it just mean his stock price are going to be going up? That's a little bit of the question I meant before. Hey, appreciate your contents. Love from India. Hey, man, I love you too. Maybe that's not what I should have said. If somebody says love from here, maybe we should just say love back, man, or something, instead of I love you. Which maybe that might just be my bad. Maybe not the best thing for me to say. But I'm sitting almost next to you, Rotterdam. Yeah, you're far away, dude. It's far. In the Netherlands, 30-minute drive is far. It's like, ooh, 30 minutes to drive? Ooh, yeah, no. 2 hours is like other side of the Netherlands, man. You're like, gotta drive 2 hours? What the frick? But on the contrary, to go on vacation, you're like, oh, it's just a 13-hour drive, man. It's nothing. We're just gonna go to south of France. Like, let's drive for 7 hours. No problem at all. We're just gonna drive to a freaking other cold country to do some winter sport or something. Yeah, just 16-hour drive, man. Just quickly hop in and let's do it. Plane? Are you stupid? No, we're Dutch people. We go with the car. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But yeah, price wise, I'm actually looking pretty positive for XRP. I'm thinking pretty positive stuff. It's not showing it yet, but I'm pretty positive around this coin, man. I'm pretty positive. We said support at 25.4. It's not holding it, but it's actually not even seeing it as new resistance. I'm noticing, most likely. But yeah, guys, that was actually it for this stream. I'm gonna be ending it off now. It was exactly 1 hour. I'm thinking we have 40 or 53 minutes. It's enough, man. We've also streamed for 20 minutes before that, so I'm gonna conclude it. I'm gonna try see what I'm gonna eat as dinner. And I see a lot of you guys are just getting back out again. We only are stuck at 36 viewers. Gonna be doing another live stream tomorrow, or maybe even later today in the evening. Gonna be trying to do one in the evening. Yeah, I'm gonna try. If you guys would like that, make sure you just quickly subscribe, press the like button on this live stream, and make sure you go ahead and join the Discord or something like that so you're notified whenever I upload. Or also on Twitter, you can just quickly go ahead and follow me. I'll just always put out a tweet real quick showing y'all that I am live streaming at that point. You can see here, it was a tweet just as simply as this. Just quickly follow me on Twitter, the DustDBC, so you're always notified with everything. And hey, goedenavond, see ya, bro. Adios, amigos. Falco says it was the first time actually being active in your comments. Well, it's a lot easier for me to check comments here during a live stream than it is during a video. But yeah, guys, make sure you check out my Twitter. Now the viewers go up. Now we're going to go to 40 again. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys again in another stream soon. Bye-bye, everybody.